So what are you doing with this?
So what we have here are Curbicula fluminea. They are an invasive clam. And so what we're doing is putting them in these mussel silos. And so these guys are alive in here. And what we're going to do is drop them in the water. And they'll still be able to filter feed and everything. But this stream has been, it was mined. And the reclamation process was finished in May of 2011. So what we're doing is dropping these all throughout the New River Basin in different streams. We have control streams in natural areas, we have places that are actively being mined, we have pit mines, and we have a reclamation site. And what we're doing is we're comparing the growth rates and the mortality rates of all these guys. And then also we have just some shells that we put in the water too, and we're going to measure the dissolution rates and come up with a proxy to see if we can, if in fact mining is affecting the survivorship or the growth rates of these things. So we're just going to take it. These guys are still happy and alive. So
how long have they been in the water here?
Been in a week here, and they're going to stay till August.
Why mussels?
Here in the New River Basin, actually, between the New River drainage basin and the Warrior Basin in Alabama, is the greatest population of mussels in North America, including the greatest abundance of endemic species, 5 of which are federally endangered. So if mining is in fact affecting the habitat, it's something to really be worried about, because these things are here for whatever reason. These things are here and nowhere else in the world. So they're great filter feeders. They purify people's water. They're a great bio-indicator. So good water quality means happy mussels, and so it's a good thing.
Well, here, let's do this at once. You're videotaping me. Keep it as still as you can with your hand in there. And I'll explain what I'm doing with the conductivity meter. Okay, so this is our YSI conductivity meter, and it's been factory calibrated. What conductivity is we do this for UMD, it detects heavy metals basically. Water conducts electricity at a predictable rate, and if you, so imagine like water between my 2 fingers here, which is what this meter does. And if there's more metals or salts in the water, it changes the conductivity. It happens at a faster rate. So the first thing we do is we rinse it off with distilled water, which should have pretty close to a 0 conductivity, and then put the shield on to protect it when it's in the water. What we do is the cameras we're using...
It's the 18th.
Is it? The camera's telling you the date? Yeah, what's cool is these cameras have built-in GPSs, so all of our photos, it's videotaping right now, but typically our photos have embedded in them the GPS coordinates. So what we'll do is, what did you say the date was again?
The 18th.
February 18th, 2012. So, and the YSI will conduct, will show you temperature and dissolved oxygen in addition to the conductivity. So also what we'll do is use a meter to make sure we're getting the correct location. So I try to go downstream so I don't pick up the sediments and screw the sample up because it's dirt coming from it. Try to put it in the center without it putting it on rock stress, because that means that it won't get it's not kicking up like incidental metals that we don't mean to possibly do. So it's identifying satellites right now, and what we're getting is a conductivity of 300. It's above 300, which is slightly higher than the EPA likes. pH is 7.09. After 300 is of concern. And the conductivity is in microsiemens. These are our dissolved oxygen readings. And then beside it, I've got the actual coordinates here. So we'll take a photograph of this with the camera, and then this will automatically have all this data in each photograph. Which means that every photograph is basically tells you the date, the time, who took it, what the dissolved oxygen was, what the specific conductivity was, what the pH was, embedded in every photograph. So with that, I'm going to take my photograph of this data and then we're going to move on.